Hello and welcome to General Training. Temperature plays a huge role in whether foods are safe to eat or need to be thrown away. When the temperature is not at the appropriate levels, it can lead to food spoilage, which can lead to food poisoning. It is important to take temperatures at regular intervals to make sure that the food is at the correct temperature. To take temperatures, turn on the thermometer. Put the thermometer in the food. Wait until the numbers are stable. Record the number in the temperature log for the allotted time and date. Sanitize the thermometer. Repeat this process for each food and time that is requested on the log. The danger zone refers to the temperatures between 40 degrees Fahrenheit and 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the temperature range in which harmful bacteria multiply the fastest. If perishable foods stay in the danger zone too long, the food will spoil. Make sure to put away food as soon as possible. Keep food in the appropriate range. Cold food should be less than 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and hot food should be over 140 degrees Fahrenheit. When putting hot food away, make sure it is cooled down in ice before putting it in the walk-in or the freezer. Make sure the container is in the ice and not on top of it. Periodically stir the food while it is cooling down. You can use the ice paddle. Keep the ice paddle in food such as soup and stir it around periodically. Remember to date the food items before putting the food away. This allows us to know how long the food has been stored. You can transfer food to better sized containers. One must wash their hands after visiting the bathroom, touching raw meat, before putting on gloves, before starting work, eating, drinking, scratching, coughing, touching the hair, skin, and other contaminated surfaces. When you are assigned to a specific area, please adhere to that area. Make sure you cater to the needs of the customers at the assigned area unless instructed otherwise. When you are at work, please refrain from watching the TV. Constantly check on the trash. Change the trash if it is full. If it is too busy, ask the supervisor to help you. BYU Hawaii is an intercultural student community. English is the standard language that unifies us. At the Seasider Snack Bar, we work as a team. Therefore, it is required for workers to speak English at the workplace at all times. Customers constantly eat at the tables, and therefore it is everyone's responsibility to make sure that the tables are wiped and clean. This provides a clean environment, attracting more customers to use the tables. Do not wipe crumbs onto the floor. Catch them with a tray or with a gloved hand. Hair must be neat and clean. Your hair must be tied up, and you must wear the Seasider cap or a hairnet to cover it. Make sure the cap you are wearing is the designated uniform one. The Seasider uniform is a Seasider shirt, Seasider hat, pants or capris, and closed-toed shoes. No jewelry is allowed, even earrings. Only simple band rings are acceptable. The supervisor will give you a uniform set which consists of 2 Seasider shirts and 1 Seasider hat. Make sure to sign the uniform policy. When you no longer work at the Seasider Snack Bar, the uniform must be returned, otherwise your student account will be charged. Wear gloves and change them regularly. The main reason for not touching ready-to-eat foods with bare hands is to prevent viruses and bacteria which are present in your body from contaminating the food. Always change gloves if the gloves get ripped, torn, contaminated, or after approximately 2 hours of use. Food worker hands must be washed thoroughly and be cleaned before wearing new gloves. Chewing gum at work is prohibited. Clock out for your meal. Eating during work is not allowed. One should eat before or after his or her shift, unless it is a double shift. Breaks should not be taken during the lunch hours. Make sure you are clocked out when you eat your meals. There is a white sheet found by the manager's office when you need to switch shifts or when you have found a replacement. Fill in the sheet and make sure the manager and supervisor sign it. Please make sure that you are conscious about clocking in and out. Missed punches can lead to termination or deportation for international students. It is your responsibility to be at work at your scheduled time. When you are not able to make it to your shift for a legitimate reason, make sure the supervisor of your shift knows, and make sure you find a qualified replacement for that shift. Call in 2 hours before your shift if you are sick. Get someone to cover for you. If there is an emergency, call in 2 hours before and get someone to cover for you. Employee meals are a privilege that come from serving in the food services. Every employee can have a meal if they are working that day. Employee meals should be eaten by the worker and not be shared. Use the reusable white plates. Always provide a clean environment for safety reasons. If possible, come in early. Do not go over 19 hours during a semester. When working, make sure that you do not have earphones plugged in your ears. Interactions between coworkers and customers are crucial in food services. Thus, having earphones can be a barrier to effective communication. Tell your supervisor before you run out of products. Upon finishing your shift, make sure you tell the supervisor that you have completed the task. Allow them to check your area. You can leave after their approval. Make sure you stock up all the necessary items in your areas before the end of the shift for a smooth transition to the next person who will be taking over or for the next day. Please keep busy. Do not chit-chat with friends and coworkers while working. The first priority is to serve the customers and to make sure they are getting the best service. If you provide music to listen to, make sure that it is clean and uplifting. Profane language in the music is unacceptable. It is every worker's responsibility to provide good, quality customer service to the customers. Do not use your phone while working unless it is for work purposes. After eating your employee meal, make sure you wash the plate. It is not the duty of the dishwasher. It is your responsibility to make sure it is washed. Presentation is very important in the Seasider Snack Bar. When the presentation of the area is good, there is a greater probability that customers will want to come back and buy food. Ask the question, would I eat here? No long bathroom breaks. Please keep it down to 5 minutes. And tell the supervisor that you are leaving. No sexual harassment is allowed. Please report. Drinking in the front of the service area or in front of the customers is prohibited. It is unprofessional to do so. Make sure to drink in the back. There is a cupboard for your drinks. Please bring your own cup. Do not use the paper cups that we have. Thank you for watching this video.